Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
Team win, total team win, bro. Total team win, bro. You said that. Yes, sir.
Energy and the juice.
Juicy win after juicy win.
Last year, at the end of last year, you guys were on the same page?
Yeah, we have our whole team.
Some guys were hurt.
Yeah, we have our whole team in the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
9 in a row.
Another win.
Place.
Another win, another day. It's something simple.
And
you
we
know.
didn't have our whole team.
Just casually beating good teams. But I thought we didn't play good teams.
Well, we did. We didn't for a while though.
Yeah. Yo, what's good, family? Make sure you hit that like button. It's Nets Kingdom got the full gang in here today. Jam-packed show tonight. We got just beat the Cavs 125-117. We're gonna have some people call in show tonight. Appreciate you guys for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button, and I'm gonna shout out the chat. Let me shout out the chat real quick. Yo, Rodwell, what's good? It was good. Roshi, hey Roshi. Kyrie, what's good, Kyrie? Northbound Views, Isaac, hey Isaac. Brendan, John Cummings, Roshi, hey Roshi. All my mods was good. Shout out to Ayo, bro, was good. Jay Hollywood was good. Kareem Jones, Blade. Quan was good. Quan, Drill, Brendan, hey Brendan, Blade, Luke, Roshi, Ivan, Nafisa's daughter, hey, what's up? Yeah, everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Great win. Like I said, I felt like we dominated the Cavs tonight, but it's just got a little. We're gonna talk about some concerns that we had at the end of the game here in the fourth quarter. But again, the first quarter it was a beautiful defense from Ben Simmons. We'll start off with that. The defense from Ben Simmons tonight was just so good in that first half. He just gave us a boost. His energy was giving us. He was pushing the pace. He was playmaking. Then you combine that with KD. KD was started off hot. I think he had 12 points in that first quarter. TJ Warren gave us a great lift tonight off the bench. TJ Warren was so good. He's starting to look like old TJ. We go ahead, Drew. You gonna say something?
No, that wasn't me.
No, that was me.
Oh.
I just said, man, it was beautiful.
Yeah, he's starting to look like old TJ. Like he's starting like when he first came off the injury and he was playing, he was kind of like hesitant to do some crossovers, hesitant to get in his bag because we know he's a scorer. But now that he's kind of like got his legs under him, he's starting to score in certain moments, like timely buckets. And then we get to the second quarter, and we went on that 18-4 run to close the half. It was one of the best runs I think we've seen all season. It was a combination of just the defense, Ben's defense. Royce was hitting threes again. TJ was going crazy in that 18-4 run to close the half, and it was 62-49, I believe, at the half. How'd you guys feel about that second quarter run that we went crazy? That 20-6, was it 20-6 or 18-4?
Yeah, we'll just go with one of those numbers.
Yeah, I think it was 18-4.
That was one of our best closeouts of the season by far.
Yeah.
In a quarter.
It literally went from like we were down. I think we were up 1, and then in like 2 minutes we were like up 17. It was
They
crazy.
cut the lead from we were up 12. They cut the lead really quick. We were up 2 before the whole thing started. Before they put Kyrie back in, and then he did what he did. And hey, bro,
yeah, that run was so good. And again, it was just a combination of just Ben's defense. TJ was hitting timely buckets, and Kyrie was just was on fire. Like there was a couple possessions, Kyrie was just incredible.
He had them Gatorade boosts.
And shout out to big KD for passing Tim Duncan on the all-time scoring list. I think he's number 15 now. Shout out to Mo. I saw your super chat, bro. He said that lineup to end the second half with KD, Ben, Kyrie, TJ, and Royce was killing them. Yeah. I saw a lot of people saying that was a death lineup. The KD, Ben, Kyrie, TJ, and Royce. It could be because that lineup, like I said, it literally we were up 1, and then it went straight to 17, like in a heartbeat. Literally 1 to 2 minutes. It was crazy. But then the third quarter came, more domination from the Nets in that third quarter. Again, KD, Kyrie, Ben, TJ. Yuta was hitting shots too off the bench. Got a shout out to Royce tonight also. The fourth quarter comes, and we think we're dominating this game because literally every quarter, I would say besides the fourth quarter, it was
We're up 12.
It was literally domination, up 12 every quarter.
Consistently, like on average, we were up 12, literally.
Yeah. The fourth quarter comes, right?
Mhm.
So KD goes to the bench for a little bit, but Kyrie catches fire in the beginning of this fourth quarter. Let me see. Let me look at the play-by-play because the play-by-play kind of goes crazy in the fourth.
That second quarter close you were talking about, it was
Yeah.
basically it was Kyrie and TJ Warren. They were the bulk of.
Yeah, they were a bulk of that.
Kyrie had 12, I believe. Not Yuta, but TJ had 7 for that quarter.
Yeah.
It came together because I don't think we scored that well at the beginning of the second quarter. We were just kind of keeping pace, and then, yep.
Yeah, because I don't want yes, perfect that you put that out because I want to credit Ben for that defense too in that second quarter because he was getting like a couple steals, he was getting a couple of stops, which led to the fast breaks that Kyrie and TJ were getting. So I definitely think the bulk of the scoring was definitely Kyrie and TJ. Okay, so we go in the fourth quarter. We start the fourth quarter. It was 91-79. Now we cut it to we get to 118-109 with 3 minutes left. Now they call a bogus kind of foul on KD. To me, I think KD was the guy who took the charge on KD. I thought he was moving, but they ended up calling the foul on KD. Shout out to Omar. He said somebody's paying these refs. Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. These refs.
It didn't work.
I mean, some of the things we've been doing are fouls, but it's how quick they call. It always just seems, at the end of the day, it always seems like other teams are allowed to get away with a physicality that the Nets never seem to get. Like, unless it's extremely obvious, the whistle is so quick for the other team. Like that call on Jared Allen that they gave against, like this barely touching his hand. But it's like we're watching these dudes, these Nets players just get smacked. Yeah. Elbows.
We get the worst. We have the worst.
Yeah,
it's crazy how we have the worst whistle in the league, and we're still on a 9-game win streak. It's just unreal.
Exactly. And it always amazes me the amount of like free throw disparity when you look at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And you'll look at a team that doesn't have like, it's even against teams that are not that great, right? Like that's what amazes me. You figure you have somebody like KD and Kyrie, you should be going to the like some of the top leaders in the league. Yeah. Going to the line, man.
Darius Garland went there. What?
Yeah,
got 16 from the line.
By the way, we're gonna talk about that. He was going crazy tonight, bro. Like he's so tough, bro. He's got to be an all-star. So we get to the 2 minute. Yeah, we get to the 2 minute. 2 minute and 52 seconds left. KD drives the ball and he gets that charge call. Jacques Vaughn does the right thing. It was supposed to be a challenge. But now it's crazy because this is where I was watching on the Yes channel. I don't know if anybody else experienced this, but it glitched on the Yes channel, and we couldn't really see the replay. And then I was watching the refs look at the play, and they weren't getting no video feed. I looked on the screen that they were looking at, and they weren't getting no video feed of the play. They got like still shots. So I'm like, how could they make this call if they're looking at still shots and not looking at like if the guy was moving?
It looked like he went to them all and said, "Are you just comfortable with the original call?" Because I'm with you, He barely had his feet planted and then leaned into Kevin Durant.
Yeah. So I'm like, how the ref's gonna call it? It's just the play stands. But I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, y'all not even watching it. Y'all just, I guess you're listening to your head ref in Jersey and just says, yeah, it's a charge. But anyway, so KD fouls out. And once KD fouls out, that's kind of where it all falls apart. I'm not going to lie. It did fall apart. It was 118-111. Like the Cavs were cutting the league thanks to Darius Garland. This whole fourth quarter was the Brooklyn Nets versus Darius Garland. It was literally, I couldn't remember anybody else scoring except for Darius Garland in this fourth quarter. Like, it was incredible. So it called a timeout. Jacques hounds it, call stands. It's 118-111. So this is where the Cavs, they are the number one defense, number two defense. They hone in on Kyrie. They double team Kyrie in that fourth quarter. And we left, as a team, we left Kyrie on the island. We left Kyrie on the island to dribble around triple teams, double teams. It was crazy. Kyrie was dribbling through mazes. He was dribbling through mazes. Ben Simmons was on the court. We're going to talk about this. Ben Simmons was on the court and did not flash to the ball. I don't know if that's because he was scared to go to the free throw line. I don't know if he was just timid. I don't know.
It was because of that, bro.
But
it's a double-edged sword, bro. It's like you want him to move, like, because right after the game, people were like, it's like, dude, we just, like, the first thing after the game should be, yo, we're on a 9-game winning streak. We just moved into third in the Eastern Conference. Like, we should be hyped right now. Yeah. But people just wanted to tweet about Ben hiding and running away.
Yeah, they did. That's all they all tweeted. Everybody. I knew the Ben haters were going to come out.
I get it, right? Like, it's a double-edged sword. It's like, bro, do you want him to move to come to the ball? Of course.
Yeah.
But you damn well know that the second he runs to get to that ball, they're instantly going to foul him, and then you have him on the foul line. And for all we know, the coach could have told him to stay away. I mean, he had to. I mean, they were hot. They were coming back, and it was like every chance they had a chance to score, they were scoring. So on one level, do you want Ben to like come up, try to get the ball, quick pass to somebody? Of course, right? Instead of watching these dudes run around crazy. Yeah. But at the same time, do I want the ball in Ben's hands at any point during that time? No, me personally.
No, you don't. No. But in Ben's defense, the lineup that Jacques Vaughn put out, it wasn't the best, like, break the half court trap defense. Like, it was like he put out Clax. I think it was like Clax, Yuta, TJ, and Royce. Like, those guys are not really. I know a couple people were saying we should have put Sumner in that ending lineup or somebody else that can handle the ball, but that exposed our ball handling issues because we had nobody. Like Royce, when Royce got the ball, he gave the ball right up real quick.
We had to call that timeout because Royce was not doing us any favors. He stood there for about 12 seconds, and then it was timeout, which was smart though because we knew Royce wasn't gonna break out of any trap.
Yeah, they put Royce in jail like in that trap, bro. Royce was like doomed, and then literally we give it right back to Kyrie. The triple team would come, and it would be like we would be panicking. Everybody's panicking,
and that's why I felt like we should have put in Sumner. And also, you could have tried to put him on Darius Garland and see how it would have went. I feel like that would have been a nice little.
Sumner would have been a little bit better. I agree, but before I got in here, I was on Spaces, and Jay even said it, and it's true. It's like. This is the moment where we've been mainly screaming for a big. It's moments like these that where the Nets desperately need another ball handler and somebody who can run the offense that you could put in there. Because outside of Kyrie and maybe KD in that situation, who else on that team are you comfortable with handling the ball right there?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like it's an obvious lack of something. An obvious lack of having somebody that can handle the ball and take the pressure and get rid of it right away, or even be able to dribble out a little bit.
Yeah. So again, the Cavs cut the lead. It was 121-117. Kyrie makes 2 free throws. It's 123-117 with 41 seconds left. Nick Claxton gets a beautiful block on Darius Garland, which kind of like sealed it for me after he got that block. Then TJ Warren got a rebound, timeout, 123-117, and then it was just smooth sailing after that.
Did y'all think that Kyrie traveled?
I don't think when I looked at the replay,
he did travel.
He did pick up his pivot. I thought he didn't at first, but I think he picked up his pivot.
No, he did. When they slowed it down and then they kind of did a circle thing on it. He definitely
moved the pivot foot a little bit.
He moved his pivot foot. Although we watched somebody carry on the other side,
that's what I was about
every other play, but hey,
they be choosing when they want to like call fouls on superstars. But I am a purist, and I'll say like if it's a trap, we'll call it. But like, that was
it's annoying. It probably wouldn't bother us as much as if we knew that like they weren't waiting to blow the whistle. That's what it just feels like. It just feels like they're waiting. The game is close. They know they're getting back. He definitely traveled. But it just that whistle is so quick. Every chance they get, like literally, our players need almost get injured.
Yeah, that's a fact. Let me read this super chat. Shout out to Hussein. Hussein said, "KD is clear MVP front runner. I don't give a f what anyone says." That's a fact, man. They're really, like I said, the Nets. Now that we're doing so well, they're not going to talk about us on mainstream TV. It's okay. The ESPN, the Fox. They're not going to talk about us.
They didn't talk about us.
They're going to have to, though.
Bro, that's crazy.
If we keep playing the way we're playing, though, AJ, they're going to be forced.
Okay, at max, they'll give us like a minute 30 video clip.
Yeah.
Nobody is going to. You got to imagine, AJ. and you saw the NBA, you saw what the NBA thought when they set the schedule for this year. They thought we were a dumpster fire and that KD was gone. So you already can tell the reason why our schedule is the way they are, less prime time, the whole 9 yards. Every organization spent the whole summer and into the beginning of the season talking about what a dumpster fire we were. But since Jacques Vaughn, and then just to show you what happens when they fired Steve Nash, they're all like, oh, he's a scapegoat. He's a scapegoat. Now they're slowly starting to give credit to Jacques Vaughn as a good coach and helping get the Nets back on. Like at some point, they're going to have to. And whether they admit that they're wrong or not, that ain't coming. But that's how it is, bro. We're the team to love to hate at this point.
If you're joining us right now, please hit that like button. This is Nets Kingdom. If you're joining us right now, the Nets just beat the Cavs. Great statement win, 125-117. KD had 32. KD had 32 points. Royce O'Neal had 10. Nick had 10 and 4 rebounds. Kyrie, 32 points. Who else? Ben Simmons had 4 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. TJ Warren, 23 points off the bench, and Yuta Watanabe, 10 points off the bench.
You were able to get 37 points out of your bench today. Yep. Even though 23 was from Warren, you were still able to get 5 shots. You were 4 out of 5 from Yuta, 2 from 3 from long range. Sumner still gave you 4. I mean, you'll take that out of our bench because, as we've known in the past, our bench wasn't really helping us out a lot, and now we're finally able to get that TJ Warren. How did the league let us get TJ Warren on a vet minimum, 23 points, 8 rebounds, and this dude is insanely efficient, a certified bucket getter, and Yuta, another guy off our bench, he's still on a non-guaranteed contract.
Yeah, it's crazy because the fact that we got TJ on a vet and now he's starting to look, it's getting scary because first of all, we weren't even in our final form tonight. We didn't have Seth and Joe, but now that TJ is getting into his bubble TJ bag, it's scary, bro. It's real, bro.
It feels like every game he's getting better.
Yeah. And
what I love about him too is that he's not, like, you could see his basketball IQ. He's not rushing it. Sometimes his moves they don't always work out, but by and large, my thought about him the whole game was he is say what you want about Sean Marks. But Sean Marks picking up Yuta, Sean Marks picking up TJ, probably his best moves of the offseason in my opinion.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you're seeing now TJ, and I'm glad they didn't rush TJ back when things were bad. And you can clearly see where he is going to be a huge piece for us going. He stays healthy. He's going to pay huge dividends all the way into the playoffs. Underrated, one of the best pickups of the offseason, in my opinion. It's that low risk, high reward.
But Saint, you know what's crazy when you say that? People will still listen to what you say, but still feel like we should have signed Bruce Brown to $20 million or some dumb fucking contract.
Well, I think the only thing, I don't think everybody was across the board when it came to Bruce Brown. I mean, people thought he was getting 10, 15, 20 million, right? And it's like, I didn't mind him coming back. I just didn't think we needed to pay over double, into the 10s to 20s for the guy, right? I figured he was at least a 5 to 8 million type player because I did see how much he worked on his game and got better. And you can obviously see what he's doing in Denver. And it's I think that what pisses people off the most is when you see they paid Patty Mills more and then Bruce signs for $4 million or something. And you're just imagine if they had let Patty go and kept Bruce Brown.
And now you think about it too, because now the Nuggets are putting them. The Nuggets are putting Bruce Brown in a position where he's actually playing guard and what he's been doing, and we had him as a big.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Mo, shout out to you. Why Perkins be hating on us so hard? Because he's a bum. That's exactly what it is. Hey, Al Mac, people were talking about $20 million, bro.
No,
people were talking about $20 million.
We were about to pay. Who was about to pay Bruce $20 million though?
There were people in the spaces on Twitter that were like, "Yo, he should easily get 10 to 20 million a year." We're like, "Bro, no."
Nah, that's crazy. Bruce giving Bruce $20 million is wild. That's kind of wild,
yeah.
But What was gonna talk? Oh, but I want to get Chubb's biggest takeaway from this game, and then we're gonna get into Ben Simmons tonight because I know the talk is gonna be about Ben in the fourth quarter. Even though we want a 9-game win streak, it's gonna be on.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but why? We won 9 games in a row. What the fuck?
Why?
We won 9 games in a row.
That's
I
what
know,
I said,
bro. But you know how Nets World is, bro.
There's
You
3
know how
other
Nets World
people
is.
on the floor. There's literally 3 other people on the floor. Why are we focusing on Ben Simmons?
And Donovan Mitchell also had 15 points and went 5 for 16.
Yeah, you know how Nets World is, bro. It's gonna be the outside world too. They're gonna talk about this fourth quarter because they're watching. Trust me, they're watching. They want to see if we can beat the Cavs. The Cavs is one of those contending teams. We're supposed to.
It's the defense that's the most important thing.
So
The Nets won. Go at Ben Simmons.
Yeah, you know there's gonna be the talk about Ben Simmons. You know, it's gonna be
if Ben Simmons had scored 10 points, and see that's the thing. People are not even complaining about what he did defensively. And all the other things he did throughout the game that clearly helped, right? And so I remember seeing a tweet that somebody said, and I know Chubbs heard my complaint as soon as we got in spaces after the game, where it's like somebody tweeted out like, it must be nice to have a defensive player that can go from guarding Giannis and dealing with him pretty well to going to dealing to Mitchell. So you basically have a player that can go from guarding the best player on all teams. And do significant, like, keeping them down. Like, how many people have that? Yes. Offensively, is he shit right now? Yes. Is he where we want him to be? No. But by and large, like, he is doing things for this team that we've desperately needed. And if you're not seeing that, you either don't understand how the game is played or you want to just hate the guy. Yes. Do I want improvement from Ben Simmons? Yes. But by and large, he's doing things for this team that is helping. And
we are ninth in defense.
Right? And like, to Chubbs' point, like if that's what you're complaining about right after the game and you're ignoring the fact that we're third and on a 9-game win streak, like your priorities, like please redo your priorities.
And Ben is still leading all these guys open looks. We got 27 assists as a team. We were able to shoot 60% from 3 tonight without Seth Curry and Joe Harris. Ben Simmons, whether they want to talk about, he has 4 points, this and that, blah, 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 but he's still leading us to a lot of assists, leading to so many open looks. The reason why we're shooting well is because we're generating open looks. 60% from 3 today.
Like, and AJ, this is my biggest takeaway. We won 9 games in a fucking row. Who gives a fuck what Ben Simmons did?
Exactly. That was my point. Like,
number one, we won 9 games in a row. Who gives a fuck what Ben Simmons did? And number 2, there's 3 other people on the court. Why are we paying attention to one? Like, y'all just want to fucking have an argument and circle jerk about shit that doesn't matter. We won 9 games in a row. We started the season 1-5.
Yep. Thank you. Did you hear my rant? Chubbs and Spaces?
I heard your rant, and it's like, what the fuck do y'all want to like? Do y'all just want to be mad on purpose?
People do. Yeah. No.
People do. Go off, boy.
No, Chubbs and I have the same energy, AJ.
And we just won 9 in a row. We're the 3rd seed.
Yeah.
AJ, that's literally almost what I said as well. What Chubbs is saying right now.
Yeah, because like I said, the outside world is going to talk about it. You know, the outside world is going to, but the messed up part about it is Nets world is going to talk about it too. Nets Twitter is going to talk about this Ben Simmons, the fourth quarter.
I didn't really see a lot of people talk about that, to be honest.
Trust me, bro. They're gonna come out.
We just beat the third seed. We just beat the 3rd seed. They were 22. They were 22-12. They were 16-3 at home. Give them their 4th loss. We're doing all this. You got Kyrie looking like a beast. KD looking like a beast. Ben Simmons guarding, realistically, Donovan Mitchell is their best player when everything's all said and done, even though Darius Garland looked like the best player tonight. But guess what? He held Donovan Mitchell to 5 of 16. And even if Ben Simmons didn't play great, we still are on a 9-game winning streak. And he played good tonight. It don't even matter. Who cares? Who cares if we're winning 9 games in a row and we're looking like the best team on the planet? Let's not talk about the guy who's completely changed this whole team around. Let's not talk about the coach we're like 14-1 in our last 15 games.
Let's not. Yeah, exactly. Let's just talk about Ben Simmons hiding from in the last second. Dude, straight up like that. Think about where we were at the beginning. No, let's go back to the middle of the offseason and think about where we all thought. AJ and I every day. Like, is this it? are we done?
Yeah.
Are we starting over? Is this the end of the world?
We
Like,
played a
literally every
stream
day
from a
was-
month ago.
we were-
It's a completely different note what we're talking about here.
we're gonna have like 50 people in the stream next year, AJ. Like
We literally thought it was about to be over. Like everybody's gonna
Oh, we were about
unsubscribe.
to see Cam Thomas being the fucking face of the franchise.
Yo.
And here we are a month later, 9 in a row, 3rd seed in the East, looking like a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And y'all want to say you're talking about Ben hit in the 4th quarter.
Gotta say, there's no more blow it up boys anymore.
nah.
Shout out to Smooth Savage. Ben Simmons is our Rajon Rondo. He gives us what we need as a point guard and defensive anchor, and gives us what we need defensively. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like I said, I was happy. I was very, very happy. Except for that last part of the 4th quarter, I was very, very pleased tonight about as a team. We're just such in a great groove, and the fact that we shot 50% from three. What was it? 50% from three, Ray?
60.
We shot 60.
60% from three without our 2 best shooters. Without our 2 best marksmen. That's just speaks volumes on where this season's going, bro. That speaks volumes. Without Joey and Seth, 60% from three against like arguably the number 1 defense in the NBA. So, like I said, if you're sleeping on the Nets, don't sleep. Don't sleep on. Shout out to Where Brooklyn at. Talk to them, Chubbs. Yeah, man. Yo, make sure you guys hit that like button. We're gonna take some calls in tonight. Ray, you got people on board?
We taking calls tonight?
We're taking calls.
I'm about to say that's when last time we did that. It's been like
Believe it or not, I actually haven't gotten anybody. I'm not even.
Nobody want to come up? Damn. See, y'all are asking me, oh, AJ, how can I come up? How can I call in? But y'all don't want to call. Y'all don't want to come up, bro. Shout out to Mo. The Nets need to pay Kyrie immediately. That's a fact. It's a fact. I saw a lot of people say Joe Tsai got to extend him. I don't know when.
You know Joe Tsai's waiting. Joe Tsai's wait until fucking.
He's not gonna do it. You think he's gonna do it?
He's gonna wait till the offseason, and then it's gonna be
ties.
some more Joe Tsai bullshit with the.
If Kyrie, if we go to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think Kyrie's gonna get paid.
He made that post
or finals.
Kyrie.
Finals. I think.
Well, I will say this for Kyrie because people were interested in how was he going to fit in. I've never had any issue with his skills, but it's like you even saw it tonight where he has been willing to change his game. He literally has also become a spot up shooter for us.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's just he is finding his place within this. What I like is they're blending a mixture of iso ball and you can tell that they're running plays now. They have a system, they're communicating, the ball movement is better. And I don't have an issue with iso ball as long as you're implementing other aspects in the offense. And it's not just completely one-sided like it's been the last couple seasons. And it's like that's what I think is making us scary is that you can now utilize that iso ball when you need to, but you have a team that is competently playing together and likes playing together. You can tell this team this year and its bench have gelled quicker than any other season for some reason. And obvious to me, that is Steve Nash is one of the main reasons. What I like about JV is you saw it. You saw it with Patty Mills. You saw how bad it was the second they put Patty Mills in for those 5 minutes. And guess what? Dude never came back the rest of the game. He only had Patty and Cam and I guess like Morris, but Patty never came back because he saw and he learned, hey, if I put Patty in, we getting cooked. And it's just it's such a beautiful thing to watch now. But hey, let's keep talking about Ben Simmons.
And after the
let's keep talking about Ben Simmons, please.
Go ahead, bro. You gotta go in.
And this is my thing.
Yeah.
Is it problematic that yes, he's not the best when it comes to the off-ball movement? Of course. Could he have done better? Yes. At the same time, there's 3 other players on the court with him that didn't do anything. You don't talk about Royce O'Neal looking lost when he gets the fucking ball and immediately passes it back to Kyrie. But let's just go on Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
So y'all literally just finding shit on purpose to be mad about. Like I don't get it.
And I also want to piggyback on what Saint was saying about Coach Vaughn. Coach Vaughn, those after timeout call plays, man. Those after timeout plays, so critical, man. Because it's like he knows right when to call a timeout. When the run starts, when the other team makes a run, he knows right when to call a timeout. And then he runs a perfect play for either KD to get a great shot, Kyrie to get a great shot, somebody to get an easy dunk or layup. Great after timeout calls by Jacques Vaughn. And then
he threw out a lineup that he think would maybe work.
Yeah.
Saw one play, and called a timeout because it didn't work.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
And then the fact that he does the offense to defense in the fourth quarter, he just knows what to do. Like I said, he'll put Ben in class. He needs a defensive stop. Substitution. He'll put Yuta on offense or the right lineup to spread the floor on offense. So he knows that offense defense switch up to matchups. To you know what I'm saying? So it's like Jacques Vaughn has done a great job, man. Credit to Jacques.
Just to put respect on his name, we were 19th in offense with him with Steve Nash. We were 19th in offense with Steve Nash. We were 28th in the league in defense. We are now number 5 in offense, right? Because of Jacques Vaughn, and we are now number 9 in defense in the league. So put some respect on Jacques Vaughn, bro. I know his beard look like it stink, but like put some respect on him.
His beard looks. Hey, that's
put some respect on him, bro.
Just
I know his
hair
hair shiny.
Some of us are old, Julian. Don't mean that automatically means it stank, man.
I underestimated Jacques, and I already said my apologies to Jacques because I didn't want Jacques to be the coach.
No, me and you.
I don't think anybody in the Nets
we
disrespect
him. We disrespect him. We disrespect him.
Let's be honest, AJ. When we saw that Jacques Vaughn was made interim and then head coach, I think collectively there may have been a few people that were like, "Oh, cool, we got Vaughn as our coach." But by and large,
you think like 2 people?
By and large, bro, people were not happy, and we did not expect Coach Vaughn to be, like, hey. I just think what I think it is, quite honestly, I think Coach Vaughn has gotten a bad rap. He was on some shitty ass teams, right? But I think at the same time, like his message, and it probably doesn't take a mastermind, just somebody with competent coaching skills and knowing when to call certain things and when to like not be afraid to tell these guys what they don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think we needed somebody that had those basics down.
No, I'm glad you brought that up because it's like he's not doing anything like super technical. Like he's not doing anything out of crazy coaching wise. He's just doing the simple basics,
But he is listening to Igor, bro. He is because I've noticed more and more they're catching shots on the sideline of Igor and him talking and actually like laughing and stuff like. So I think there is like we don't hear enough about Igor. Yeah, I don't know. Mario keeps coming up. I'm about to add him, but then he. I don't think we're hearing enough about Coach Vaughn and him and like what Igor's doing, but I think Igor is making an impact with Coach Vaughn.
The biggest thing about Coach Vaughn, he knows how to read the room, he knows how to get the best out of his guys, and he's relatable. Like everybody can relate to him, and they listen to him. Like he got the team's voice, like he got the team's ear. Like he knows how to talk to the team and get the best out of them. I think that's like his biggest power right now.
I'm starting to think that.
Fellas.
Oh, shout out to is that caller right here, Marlon? What's good, man?
What's up, bro?
What's popping, bro?
What's going on?
How you feeling, bro?
Where you at?
Good. I'm
in the car right now.
Yeah, I'm in my car right now. Yeah.
Oh, no, okay.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to say you're outside the Barclays. You just like make some shit up. Be like, yeah, I just got out of the Barclays, driving home.
Yeah.
Oh man, hey man,
don't crash, bro.
This is 9 straight. It just feels like something's going on with Brooklyn right now. Like it just feels like we're trending in the right direction. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm talking not even just on the court. I'm talking about like when I hear Kyrie on the interview, like it's just like it's all about basketball. Durant, I see him taking that leadership role. He's engaged with the teammates. Like everything just seems different. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. Like I said, I when I watched tonight, I'm like, yo, we're in a zone that's just like it's just like a zone that you just when teams are just in that moment, you just have that zone. That place where you just like, you go in and you just like focused. It's like our whole team is on that zone for these past 9 games. It's just like we can't.
No drama since JV's been the coach. Ever since we had hired him as head coach, there's been zero drama. Ever since Kyrie has been back, zero drama, and we've been winning.
No drama at all.
Marlon, I was going to ask you how you feel about what do you think is the biggest takeaway from this game, like for you personally? Like, do you think there's anything we need to get better at? Did you see things you didn't like tonight? Like,
well, what I'll say, first of all, for the majority of that game, I actually liked how we were really aggressive, and I thought we could get some rebounds earlier in the game. I thought we were doing well, but towards the end, I guess Jared Allen started to go off. They fouled him a lot down low.
Yeah.
So I'll still say, I'll say that that's our weakness right now. Still, I think we do need to go out and get a big body. But even that, I feel like the way we look right now, I mean, it's like it feels like that's even a reach because we put so much points up on the board and we play defense. I mean, they're only going to get so many second chance points. You know what I mean? We're shutting down everywhere else. Ben Simmons is playing great defense. Durant, it's just everything looks good right now.
Yeah, I had a when I saw Jared Allen versus Clax tonight, it's like it just made me so mad that we literally had both of these guys on our team, bro.
Depression.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like
we had Jared Allen and Clax. Like they look so good tonight. It's like,
can you imagine if we still had Jared Allen?
Yeah, everybody go back to around the Harden trade and pull up the clip where every stream I said we didn't need him and I would have kept him. Just saying.
I would be on this show right now talking about we're winning a championship if we had Jared Allen.
We had Jared Allen and Clax. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just having those two is insane. Shout out to Mike Zeri. He said top 10 in offense and defense is fire in JV we trust. Shout out to Mike, bro.
They just look so engaged with one another. Like,
bro.
If you're top 5 or in top 10 in either offense or defense, you're literally a top 3 team. Like that's crazy to me.
That's elite.
Now let me say this, fellas. You know how I'm kind of, I don't really care who we match up with. Like Sixers, I think we'll run them out the floor. I don't know why people are giving so much hope to the Sixers. I don't know what the Sixers is. The Bucks, I think we can take care of the Bucks. Boston, I think that we could beat Boston too, but that's going to be a tough matchup because they're big and Tatum and Brown, the wing defenders. And the one thing about them is when Durant plays against them, I see like they bring like this weird, like they send like this press on at him or something, and it's like he just doesn't know what to do. That's a big concern. Boston will give us a run for our money, but I'm not saying like I'm not scared. Like I still think we'll win, but just a little something I had to bring up.
They're just big, strong, and physical, bro. Like they're just. Hey man, I've been saying that about Boston. That's why, like, I just need to see us play. We play them 2 more times.
Yeah.
Because I really still maintain. I'm confident at this point after the Milwaukee. I'm pretty confident against every team, like in a playoff series. But I do still feel like Boston has what it takes to exploit the weakness that Ben Simmons has on the court in terms of like the spacing and stuff. Not the shit on my guy. Shout out to Ben Simmons.
You think coach in the playoffs?
Did you just make a kiss, bro?
No, I ain't do that.
Hey, Marlon, let me read this. Marlon, hold on. Let me read this super chat.
Yes, we did. Yes, we heard that.
Shout out to Smooth. He said, "I wish we could undo that Harden trade mainly because of Jared Allen."
Oh God.
Shout out to Smooth, man. Yeah, we almost JA.
We gave
go ahead, Marlon.
Harden.
Did y'all see the pinata outfit that James Harden wore the other day?
Oh my God, that was the.
That's why he's not gonna win no ring. Fuck.
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Go ahead, Marlon.
No, I was just saying. Dang, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh yeah.
Talking about Ben.
I remember. Y'all think that coach, like in the around the playoffs time, because they like to do hack and Ben and stuff. Y'all think coach gonna take Ben out the game?
I think he would. He's competent. He's not dumb. He's not a fucking dummy like Steve. Steve Nash will keep him in the game.
I'm like I said, I'm comfortable with Jacques Vaughn now because, like I said, he knows how to read the room. Like he's like us from what, like when those moments you're watching at home and you're like, yo, call timeout. It's like Jacques Vaughn just automatically hears you. He's like he calls the timeout at the right moment. It's like he knows what to do, yo.
Yeah, it'll be like
defense, bro.
That might be some of his best coaching.
Yeah,
it's just like knowing when to call.
Like you see Kyrie get triple teamed, and we're like, "Yo, call the timeout, coach, call the timeout." But before we would yell at the TV, and Steve Nash would just be like
no, but now you're even but you know what though? Like we're back to the point where at least I am, where I see us slipping. And in my head, I go timeout, and he automatically so.
He does it, yeah.
It's like it's just nice to not have that like level of stress watching a Nets game.
Yeah, definitely. And to Marlon's point, the only teams that really put fear is, like I said, the Bucks and the Celtics, and it's more the Celtics now,
bro.
Yeah,
Celtics. It's their 1 through 4 defense, and they're big as fuck, and they know how to play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We didn't play them without Ben. We haven't played them with Ben yet. We haven't played him.
I
again
don't
yet.
see, but that's why I gotta see.
Because Ben on Tatum, that's a big difference. You gotta. Ben
I don't
on
know.
Tatum,
I don't know if
up.
it is, bro. We gotta see it, bro. Because Jason Tatum is crazy, bro. We just gotta
Tatum
see
Tatum lighting the league up right now.
Because you put Ben on Tatum,
you
put KD on Jaylen Brown, then you put Clax versus Robert Williams. They're not gonna be able to double KD when you got Ben out there because Ben's gonna be pushing the. Well, if he's aggressive, Ben, he's gonna be pushing. He's gonna be getting to the rim. That's gonna draw out the defense.
Yep.
And leave shooters open. And then you got people. We got Yuta shooting lights out, TJ shooting lights out.
Yeah.
Seth Joe. I just think it's a different team. Like you can't just double KD now.
Now, what I will say is what happened to us last year against the Celtics with Durant, that will never happen again. I guarantee. I'm willing to put any amount of money on that. That will happen to Durant against the Celtics in the playoffs last year will never happen.
What if they do the same game plan? Like they
don't got the same coach though. They don't got the same coach.
But they're gonna double KD.
I'm about to say like
we know that's going to happen. I don't think it takes a different coach. Majority of the teams have doubled KD.
But I'm talking about like I don't think he's really gonna melt down like he did.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think he melted down, bro. It's
I
just
think
their
defense
was
really
their
good.
defense, and then we had all these midgets in there. It's like, bro, what did we expect?
Yeah,
Kevin Durant to do last year? Like it's just they
Steve
doubled him.
Played him all them minutes. That's probably why he tired him out.
You gotta imagine they doubled KD just about every game from beginning to end.
Yeah, it was like
when
it was a hard sellout too. Like,
weren't doubling KD, when they weren't doubling KD, they were doubling Kyrie. That's why against them, it's like they're a top 3 defense, and it just comes down to with Boston. It just comes down to like how are you going to deal with the doubles and potentially the triples.
Really,
that's really what it's about. Like against that team, it's like if you could deal with that, you're good.
I think it might come because Steve Nash ran too much ISO ball against Boston. Like it was literally just.
I don't think Steve Nash ran anything though, Marlon.
That's what I'm
saying.
I don't think he ran anything.
That's what I'm saying. That was what I'm saying. It was
literally said like if we just had a different coach, there's a good chance. We
like what we lost every game by like 1, 2, 3 points.
Yeah,
like it was like
we would have lost tonight if this was a Steve Nash game.
Yeah.
But you got anybody else on the line right now? Or it's just Marlon?
Yeah, I sent someone else a link. He reacted to it with like a heart thing on
What
Twitter.
the fuck?
We saw it, so
don't let him go. Don't let him come in. Keep him out.
Why you don't let him go. Why you there?
No, it's talking about a heart. I'm playing. Let him in. I'm playing.
Nah. Why you doing that?
Yo, if you're joining us right now, make sure you hit that like button. Recapping the Nets just beat the Cavs. Shout out to all Nets Nation right now, man. Appreciate you guys for joining us. Again, if you want to call in, DM Rage on Twitter, Nets Rage, or he's on Instagram, NKRage_, DM that, and he'll send you a link to hop on here. Shout out to Smooth Savage. He said Nash didn't put KD in a good position to win against the Celtics.
Of course.
I think JV will know how to adjust and deal with that. Yeah, that was the biggest part of it too. We didn't adjust in that series at all. No adjustment.
Yeah, we definitely played the same way 4 times in a row. That shit crazy.
I remember he played Durant way too much in the regular season.
Yeah, they played.
Yeah, like his minutes were ridiculous.
Somebody said we need a big body. Shaquan said Nash trash. Shout out to Isaac. He said Steve Nash should have started with Little League. Yeah.
Didn't we say that? I said, bro, go coach some soccer. You feel me? Like go coach some preschool, some church league. Go to your Steve Nash. It's not over. It's over professionally, but like, bro, church. He wouldn't do good in a nice little church league. Steve Nash coaching church league
is crazy.
Bro, that'd be hard.
This outfit, they say run that back. This outfit was so trash to me.
I can't lie.
This was so trash.
This is
look
bad.
at his
I like the jacket.
Yeah, the jacket
I like, but
what's in his bag?
But everything
like
else is
flowers. Look, it's flowers and shit. Like,
he think he's so clean right now, bro. Look at him. Look at where he walk.
fucking
fuck no.
Yeah,
that shit is crazy.
That's bad. I'm not gonna lie. Hit that like button though for us, y'all. Marlon, man, appreciate you for joining us, man.
Shout out to you, bro.
But before we move on, don't these designer companies just fucking giggle when they see these athletes just buy their shit?
Nah, that has to be his niece. That has to be like a combination between him and like somebody he's related to, and he just don't want to tell him.
Like, there's no way you thought you looked good going out like that, bro.
Somebody said, "Yo, rainbow slippers,
Rainbow
Hey,
what?
yo, rainbow slippers. Hey, yo." Shout out to Kyrie.
I don't even want to think about this, bro.
Yeah, he said, "When is Ramadan? Will Kyrie be fasting again?" Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Any of our Muslims or Ramadan
February
people in the
March?
chat? I remember it's usually right before playoffs. I think.
Isn't it April?
It's
Isn't it
April.
right?
It's April.
You might know when Ramadan is.
It's closer to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's literally right before. It kind of goes into the playoffs almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Somebody said April 23rd.
There it is.
Someone else said March 22nd.
Somebody said March 22nd. So I don't know.
He
March
said-
22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
March
probably gonna
22nd
fast.
twice now.
He said somebody said he won't be fasting.
The fuck?
Who knows though? Who knows? We won't know for sure. He might. Fast.
No, he will be fasting, but he'll be okay.
I think people need to stop placing that he is this. I think we can safely say now that Kyrie practices multiple things from different religions.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we're top of the league by then, and it's a different thing, and he needs it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Usually,
if he does, he does. If he doesn't, I mean, I don't think it really.
Yeah, Ramadan Kyrie, like that's been a thing, y'all. Like he's dropped buckets on Ramadan Kyrie.
He's on off. Like he'll like have 2 good games, but with the way we're playing, it's like I don't even really think it'll matter that much. I think it'll offset whatever deficiencies he might have physically. You know, because some games I think with the games in the during the day he's good. I can't remember how it goes.
Yeah, because sometimes Ramadan Kyrie drops 50, and then sometimes Ramadan Kyrie will be like kind of sluggish.
You can tell he's tired. Yeah,
you can tell he's tired.
Get a Nutri-Grain bar. Yeah, I feel it.
It'll be. I mean, I don't even want to think about this. We'll deal with that. I mean, I don't even. Yeah,
a lot of people are saying March 23rd right now, and April
23rd. Omar Gadamasi said it starts on March 22nd and ends April 22nd.
That was a good attempt, Saint. I respect you.
I try. I'm always going to try.
Gadamasi? He said it. I think he said it right.
Gadamasi or Gadamasi.
Shout out to Gadamasi. We got Where Brooklyn at, man. What's good? Where Brooklyn at, yo?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Good, bro. How you feeling?
What's up, bro?
Good about the win tonight, baby.
Yeah, yes, sir. And Rage, my bad for putting the heart. I'm just so used to doing it on Twitter.
Nah, you good, bro. We playing.
I should have just said. You know what? I should have just said you saw it. I didn't. I just.
No,
I was just saying something.
Don't worry, man. We got Julian up here blowing.
Hey, bro. Let me just. Hey, let me just say, hey, bro.
It's Julian's fault. It's Julian's fault.
No. Hey, bro. We love you too. So that's all it is. You a supporter, bro. We love you, bro.
All love. Yeah, but no, I wanted to just real quick. I agree with you, Chubbs, man. Everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people were going off on Ben, man. That's 9 straight. You know, where we've come from, you know what I'm saying, Nash being the coach and now Coach JV being here, man. It's incredible, man. I'm loving the streak that we're on, and being a Chicagoan that's a Nets fan, man. I go crazy at home, you know, and now I'm in the Bay Area, so I had on my Nets wear when we blew, you know what I'm saying. They was upset with me because we blew the Warriors out by 30. And I was at the Chase Center the other day, and I told some of the Warrior fans, like, the only reason why y'all won is because I rubbed some of that Nets juice on the Chase Center the other day. But
juice.
But I'm loving it, man. We on this now. Hopefully we can go. Remember last year we won 11. We lost 11 straight. Hopefully we can go 12 straight wins.
That'll be a beautiful full circle moment.
Let me read this super chat. Van Giovanni, DJ Khaled said Kendrick Perkins just tweeted about the Nets. What did Kendrick say, y'all?
Probably nothing more.
Probably just was like, "Oh, the Nets were good. Carry on."
Kendrick Perkins looked like he musty, bro. So
Kendrick Perkins got called out bad today.
Now, see, his beard looks like it stinks.
But his whole
compared to Julian, I would think that Julian compared to JV, I would think. Big
You're right. That was unfair to JV. No,
he got violated by Serge Ibaka. Y'all saw that? Anybody else?
What did he say?
Kendrick Perkins today.
What did he say again?
Go to Serge Ibaka's profile on Twitter, bro. He violated Kendrick Perkins.
Bro, Kendrick be tweaking, bro.
I do think I mean, I said it on Spaces. Chubb's echoing it here, but like, I'm like, can we really sit back and just take stock of where we were till now?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this is a complete opposite. The fact that we can actually I can comfortably now say we are contenders. Are we at that point now? Because I know for even without a trade or two, I still think we could make one trade and be okay.
Yeah.
2 would solidify it for me. But like, can we start talking about that yet? Can we comfortably say we're?
You can say it with
contenders?
confidence now, because like they wanted us to beat the Cavs and the Bucks and the Celtics, like all these top teams, the Grizzlies.
I feel like, bro,
Like we at least have a chance, right? Like.
Yeah.
We have a big chance. We're top 10 and we're 9 in defense and 5 in offense. We have a huge chance.
And we have the third. I mean, because technically in the East, we have the third best record. But I think if you compare our record to the West, we have an even better record than anybody in the West.
We do.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike. Mike said if we weren't so hated, Claps would be all team defense. That just shows you the bias the media has against the Nets. This man Clax is literally a top 10 defender, second in blocks. Like, come on, bro.
Hairline crispy as fuck too. That's crazy.
The man is one of the top 10 defenders in the NBA, and second in blocks is not even on the deep defensive player of the year candidate list. He has a higher defensive rating than most of those people on that list, which is insane to me. I'm like, how is he not on the list? You know,
I did not tell you that they wasn't gonna cover the Bucks game, bro. I'm trying to tell you,
bro. It's insane, bro. Where Brooklyn at though, man? What's your biggest thing going forward with the Nets? Like, I know we're about to play. Who we playing next? The
Hawks.
Yeah, we're playing the Hawks. What do you think the Nets need to do like better? I guess if we can do something better, going forward, I guess.
I would say definitely turnovers. If we can hold down the turnovers and also fouling too. I think that last foul with KD was flaky. The one before that as well, but
I agree.
Yeah, but fouls, turnovers, and I think that's about it. Defense is on point. I gotta say, man, I was one of the first ones in Spaces that kind of gave Coach JV his flowers at first, because I'm the first one to call him Coach JV, and then Jay was like, "Okay, I'll give him that tonight." But I think he's doing a phenomenal job, honestly. But going forward, I think we can take the Hawks. But like I said, if we can cut down on turnovers, rebounding has been outstanding. Like I can't.
We out rebounded the Cavs tonight, 38-33, which is crazy. That's 2 7-footers.
Tied the Bucks. That's crazy.
Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, like that's 2 guys that are good at rebounding. So it's like we out rebounding them tonight.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. So yeah, I just say the turnovers. That's pretty much it, and I think we'll be good.
Hey AJ, let me say something real quick. Hey, we got about 520 people watching right now. It would really help us. It would really, really help us if y'all smash that like button.
Please hit the like button, y'all. It's free.
Please, it really helps.
It's free as hell.
Yes, please hit the like button, man.
Just gotta.
You don't gotta have an account.
You don't gotta do anything. You know, this is free. You don't gotta pay nothing to hit that like. Hit that.
You don't gotta
be
signed in.
This finger right here, this finger, or that one. Just.
But thank you. Where Brooklyn at, man? Where Brooklyn at with his spaces? Shout out to where. Put a plug your Twitter space in there, bro. So plug your
sir.
It's Yo Lady Zoe where Brooklyn at. That's me and Lady Zoe's space. We do it every now and again. My Twitter is where Brooklyn at. Yeah, I'm where Brooklyn at on everything.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow that on Twitter, where Brooklyn at. Lady Zoe and where Brooklyn at hold great spaces, great net spaces, man. Appreciate you for joining us, bro.
I try to get in there, but every time.
All right, bro.
Lately, I've been working, so it's good to see you up here, Brooklyn.
Appreciate you, Saint. All right, y'all have a good one.
You can come back, bro.
I do.
All right, appreciate you.
Okay, I just saw Serge Ibaka's rampage on Kendrick Perkins. He cooked his little
I saw it.
You saw that, right?
You know what's crazy? I read it. I
He
read it in his accent though. Like when I was reading it, I was just reading it in his accent in my head, bro. I was like,
Kendrick,
bro said, bro said I'm disappointed. Like
he said, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
I am disappointed in you, Kendrick.
Yes,
you do that media.
He not yelling. He not yelling, bro. He not raising his. He just saying it, bro.
Hey, shout out to Lenny Joe. He's up here. Appreciate Appreciate you coming up.
Oh, we got Letty Joe joining us, man. What's good,
yeah.
Letty Joe? Wait, let me read the super chat. Letty Joe, hold
Got
up.
2 first names.
Row A said that locker room is competing for JV. Nets are serious. Maybe JV should have been that guy all along. Carry on is what Perk said. Oh, he said maybe JV should have been that guy all along.
Yeah.
Carry on. Okay.
I mean, listen, nobody. I'm sorry, but nobody in Nets Nation. I would. Why? I'll say there's somebody. Unless you can produce a tweet like going way back.
Yeah, there's
not one person that I ever think or ever said, you know what we need? We need Jacques Vaughn running
Facts.
this team.
That's fact.
Like the fact that he turned out to be what he is now, like I don't think there was one person that said
he's in our old coaching staff, and nobody even believed him. And it's not even like you're gonna blame the Nets fans. Even the Nets didn't even believe in him.
Yeah, y'all don't gotta lie.
For 6 years, and the Nets haven't given him a shot.
Y'all don't gotta lie.
Even the Nets didn't believe in him.
When we got him last year, when he dipped in during that 10-game, 11-game losing streak.
Yeah,
we were slaying that man.
Oh
but it's like, bro, remember what he did in the bubble? If the Nets believed in him, they would have just gave him the head coaching job after that bubble.
Yeah,
that bubble, like when he did a good job in the bubble.
But think about that. That's now 3 coaches that could have done better than Nash that the Nets had. You had Mike D'Antoni, you had Ime Udoka, you had Jacques, you had 3 coaches just sitting there for 3 seasons. What, 2 or 3 seasons? I can't remember. I'm losing my mind here. But how do you sit there with Steve Nash year after year and you have these quality of coaches on your coaching? Like, I wonder what these other coaches were thinking watching Steve Nash coach.
You know what? Not think. You know what it is.
Like, what if you were eBay and you were like watching this?
I'll put it in simple terms. You help the kids with homework, right? You've ran into the math question. Okay, Johnny had 5 apples, and you take away 3. How much does he have? It's pretty much that's how everybody was with Nash. It was just like, yo, it's in front of you. You have everything at your disposal. Like a lot of coaches came in with fucking nothing for their first shot at in the NBA.
Yeah.
Nash came in with stars, semi-decent role players, and a pretty good fucking coaching staff around him.
The fact that you have Ime and Jacques Vaughn like just sitting there marinating, you know,
Jacques
like
Vaughn,
that's
Mike
crazy.
You had Mike D'Antoni in your first
I forgot
year.
about him, Mike D'Antoni.
Like, do you think they all got together like after a game?
They're basically just holding Steve Nash's hand when he was they were coaching. Like they were doing everything, but Steve Nash was just the face.
And he still didn't fucking pick up anything.
Yeah,
I just imagine like D'Antoni, Ime, and Vaughn all sitting at a bar drinking after the game while Nash is at TikTok.
Nash is the coach.
This boy trash.
You just sit there and they're like
trash.
Yo, let me read this super chat. Let me get to Lenny Joe. Charles said, if Ben keeps locking down Giannis, then Mitchell, etc., do you think there is a chance he could get all defensive second team or too late, too hated?
I think he can do it.
Yeah, Ben has a lot of time to get on that defensive.
There's nothing too
team.
late other than probably All-Star. There's nothing too late.
But the problem is the league hates the Nets, so they're not going to give us our due credit. Claxton is one of the best defenders in the NBA right now, almost leading the league in blocks. And they haven't even put him on the DPOY list at all, on the ladder at all. We haven't seen his name at all. So it's like for Ben Simmons, he might, maybe because he has the name, maybe because he has the recognition, maybe he might slide into there. But again, he needs a couple more games to string together to be second team all defense. But Lenny Joe, man, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah. What's good, fellas?
What's up,
Can
bro?
you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, I appreciate you guys for this platform, bro. Like, there's not enough Nets platforms, and every single net platform that especially you guys been holding it down all season, last season. So I appreciate you guys.
Hey,
so yeah, man, let's give a round of applause for the New York varsity team real quick. I mean, we on a 9-game winning streak.
Yes, sir.
We're about to run it up. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? And let's shout out KD, shout out Kyrie. I'm really hard on Ben, but when he plays well, I call him Benjamin, because
I do the same thing,
Benjamin. For real, because I wasn't the biggest fan of Ben being on this team, but it's been great to see him play with some heart. Great to see him play a lot more aggressive lately, and we definitely need him if we're gonna reach our potential. So I'll give him his credit when it's due. One thing I had to like I was in the comments a few weeks ago, like disagreeing with you about O'Neal starting rather than Harris. Bro, you see what happens when O'Neal starts, bro. We are more of a playoff team with O'Neal starting than Harris, bro.
Because there was a point,
well, and I think it's not. I think you.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying, but at the same time, we haven't seen healthy Joe at all.
Are we going to see healthy Joe?
I don't know.
We don't know.
We've seen healthy Joe in the playoffs before, bro. I don't trust
as of
it.
now, I can understand. I think it works, but I've said this too. Unfortunately, when it comes to Royce, when it comes to Joe, Seth, Cam, Patty, there's a couple other people you could throw in there that they're just not going to be consistent offensively. And you have to be able to, I think the greatest thing that Coach Vaughn has done, he didn't really have a choice tonight, so I had to keep throwing him out there. But I have a feeling that if Royce was not hitting anything offensively, I think you would have seen Joe in there. You would have seen Seth. Like, he's done a real good job of rotating between those players because they're all spotty offensively at best.
Yeah.
And in some days,
O'Neal's
it's painful.
defense is on point.
No, his defense ain't on point, bro. His
it's shaky.
Defense,
it's very shaky. It's shaky.
His
sometimes.
defense,
It's above average.
Well, I'll say this with Royce. It's spotty like his offense. Some days he gets out there and he just gets cooked. But then some days, like tonight, I thought he played decent defense. But that's the thing is, like, for me, I've had to step back, and I'm not really going to be cooking these role players like I used to, say they're trash. Because my expectations when I look at him for him is they're all spotty at best at certain points throughout the season, whether it's offense or defense. And that's just what it is. And it's the coach's job to rotate through those guys to put the right person in and stick with that when it's working. And I think he has done a good job. I'm glad we have Royce on this team. I still think a first was like a little too much, but whatever. That is besides the point. But like, I get what you're saying. Like, I think you could make the case for a couple different starts.
I'll say this about Royce. I think with Royce, I always say this. I have a love-hate relationship with Royce because some games I love Royce O'Neal and some games I hate Royce O'Neal. And then he had a string of games where he was just so bad with the turnovers and defensively, and then he wasn't shooting well. So I was kind of like, oh. But then at the same time, when he went out, Joe Harris stepped in, Joe Harris started shooting lights out. So I'm like, maybe we should slide over. But then when Royce came back and he started playing well, now Royce is like, no, I got this starting spot. It's
you
mine.
See what I'm saying, though? You got to rotate. That's exactly my point.
So Royce right now, I'm cool with Royce starting right now. The way he's playing, like, I'm cool with Royce right now.
But are we going to run into – but here, let me ask Lenny this question, and you guys, it's like the problem you run into with Royce, just like we saw it with Joe the last couple seasons, we saw it with Patty, when they get too much run and they get overused, that's when they really start struggling. So I expect what I need Jacques Vaughn to keep doing is to keep rotating these guys enough where they get some rest. Because I do think you can rotate Royce and Joe in and out of the starting lineup, and it doesn't screw a lot of things up. I think the chemistry still stays there, but you cannot burn out Royce O'Neal. You cannot burn out Joe. If you do, that's when you're really going to get the crappy play from both of them. Just like you want to burn your starters out, you can't burn these guys out either. They're not intended to run 38 minutes a game, almost 40.
I agree with that, but even if Royce is not shooting well, right, at least you could throw him at one of the best offensive players on the other team so that KD doesn't have to play great on both ends. Like, we don't want KD to do too much.
That's why you got TJ Warren, though, now. That's why you got Yuta.
But those ankles for TJ, he's still working his way back.
But you
don't talk about his ankles like that.
Hey, but
you gotta watch his ankles when he runs, my boy.
No, that's crazy.
He may have to, but you at least have two other wings that can come in and not get, like, instead of bringing in midgets. I'm just saying, like, that is the one. Like, Jacques Vaughn has to continue to make sure you don't overuse some of these starters and some of these guys that are coming in. I mean, we just were talking about it until Royce had that week and a half off. Yeah. And you clearly rested, and you saw a different Royce O'Neal. towards the end of that run, dude was burnt. And Jacques Vaughn and them were even saying it like, hey, I need to get this guy some rest.
Somebody in the chat said O'Neal is a 3-and-D wing, but sometimes he plays terrible. Shout out to Q Caramac. He said, why do people hate Joe? He stepped up lately. I don't think
nobody hates Joe.
I don't know if it's hate. I don't think people trust Joe Harris. I think it's more about trust.
It's the same reason they don't like Ben Simmons, dude. Yeah. Once he does something in the playoffs that people don't like, it's like it's hard.
Him and Joe might be the most like hated Nets.
I think
in the Nets world, I think Ben and Joe are the guys that like you'll see on Twitter, guys like typing hard and mad and like.
I only get mad at Joe when he misses his open shots when like it's wide open. He's missing so many open shots. But Ben, he gets paid so much money. Like that's why
we got Kevin Durant in here, bro.
Oh, we got Kevin Durant here. It was good.
What the fuck is that? What is his head? What is his head? Everybody look at his head.
That's an edit. That's an edit. That's not real. That's not real.
I know it's not real, bro.
I'm about to say KD has dreads.
look at KD. This is KD this offseason.
Oh, get him off the screen. Get it off the screen. That's so nasty.
Nah, KD gotta look. KD, yo, why KD look like a Beagle?
That's so disrespectful,
that
bro.
That was like Butler this offseason with his dreads. Like,
when Jimmy had the dreads.
AJ, it's so bad, bro. They gotta Photoshop his shit so bad.
Like AJ, real quick. This is the only thing I'm gonna say, okay? And I'm not gonna post pictures.
Yeah.
But if I was your friend and we were going out, would you let me go out with you with the hair?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Would you?
No, we gluing
exactly.
that
Okay, then.
head.
So when the only time I ever like. It's like it's time. I think somebody needs to step up.
He needs to get the light Caesar. The light
Caesar, or get some transplants. Nobody's gonna be mad at you.
Or just shave
But like,
it off.
I know AJ's not letting me go out to the club looking like that. I know he's not.
Nah, I'm not letting. Nah, I can't let my bro them look like that, bro. I can't. You gotta either put a hat on or we go to the. I'll pay for the haircut. I'll pay for the.
I'm not. That's all
I think Claxton could be as good as Allen.
Could be as good as Jared Allen.
He could.
Yeah, he outplayed him today.
He need time.
I don't think he'll be as good at free throws, but
facts.
Yeah, Jared Allen's free throws are on point. But Clax is I've seen Clax tonight. Like I said, of course we're gonna know he's gonna bring defensively, but for him to get to the next level, it's just offensively. He's got to work on more footwork, which is he's better at now.
Yeah, he is for sure.
That mid-range shot, getting a mid-range shot and free throws.
And he's getting more aggressive, which is cool too. But yeah, that free throw, we need him hitting free throws in the playoffs. We need him.
Remember when we talked about last year, AJ, even the year before, where it was like, and I think we said this about Cam too a little bit, like just understanding where he's at in relation to the basket and being comfortable. And I noticed it tonight that Clax is reaching that level now, where like he's understanding his pause, his length, and when he's around the basket, like when he got that one shot where he got it, he was about 5-6 feet, but he like used his length to go around and just lay it in. Things that he wasn't doing before, doing like these little hook shots. Like you can see that his game around the hoop is getting a lot more comfortable. He's understanding it a little bit better. I am surprised that we saw him do things in college and other things that he didn't do in the NBA. And I just think it's because the level of play, he didn't have that much time. Like he doesn't have that much time to set his feet and do all those other things. Like in comparison to college, the game is much faster. His hands have to be better, but you can see that progression this season. I think next season you're going to see him even bigger,
even better
in that department with his
he used to just catch the ball in the post and like he would be kind of like not scared, but he would just give it up right away. We would be scared. We could be scared.
Us watching, we're like, oh shit, what's he gonna do?
He did look scared, like scared to take a jump shot and scared to like. But now he catch the ball in the post, he'll turn and face drive on you. He'll do a post move, a hook shot. Now it's like a whole different class this season. So it's just great to see, man. Lenny Joe, you got anything else for us, bro?
Yo, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Cam Thomas, like that's my boy, but like watching him on the end of the bench, he looks like the most miserable person on the team.
He actually is.
Like, it kind of brings down the vibe. Like, bro, can you clap? Like, when you see your man get an open dunk or a fast break or a steal or anything, bro? Like,
yeah, he's pouting. He's
not
pouting.
feeling
I will say this. I'm not saying names. We're not bringing it up, but there has been verification that he is not happy.
Yeah,
sitting on that bench.
He's not happy. He's pouting.
He's nice, but like, damn,
it's kind of
part
obvious
of the
though.
process.
Saying I'm not gonna lie, that's too fucking bad.
I know. Well, I mean, listen.
Fucking bad.
Although
like
I will say this,
bro.
I would rather have Cam in over Patty.
Yeah.
If you gave me an option,
Big Juice.
If you gave me an option, I would rather put Cam in over Big Juice.
Wow.
But here's the thing: Cam Thomas doesn't know what the A button is. It's all shoot. It's nothing else.
Big Juice gave us a 24. Did he give us a 24 point?
Yeah, I know. Point? I mean, you know what? That Pacers game, Big Juice, made us love him.
He was different.
He was different that game.
There's another game he came in the fourth. What game was that? When he came in the fourth and he started going crazy. Was the Pacers game? Yeah,
it's just tough because you put in either of those guys, and this is the only reason why, like, for me, I'm okay with trading Cam or trading Patty. I wish we could get something decent for those two and keep Seth and keep Joe, because I just don't want to give up all the shooters. That's why that is one of the other things I realized tonight is we need those shooters. We need a Joe or we need a Seth. The question is, do you need both? Kind of do, but I look at somebody like Cam and I look at somebody like Patty, and it's like, you're just not needed.
Yeah.
Like, you're really not going to get that much playing time.
Cam is young, though.
I know he's young, but I'm saying see, this is the way I look at it, right? People can agree or disagree. Like, all these rookies to me are second-year guys are expendable. It's like, bro, we're in a win now. We do not – the window for Katie and Kyrie to win a championship together is closing, and it's closing very quickly. So if you're telling me that I have to move off of Cam, Kessler, Dayron, any one of those guys to get into a deal that would give us a legit win now piece, I wouldn't skip a beat with it, right? For the people that said you would make that trade 10 times over to get James Harden and you got rid of LeVert, you got rid of Jared Allen, like, those guys were better than what these guys are. And I would gladly give those guys away now to get that win now piece, because quite honestly, it's like, if you want them to win, if you want Katie and Kyrie to win a championship together, you have to either do it this year, next year, maybe the third year. The third year, things get real tough. But it's just like, we have to be in a win now mode. And I don't want to sit here worried about whether Cam's getting playing time or Patty or any of these other guys like LeVert, or I'm not LeVert, but Kessler. Like, I want you to go out and get me that extra piece that's going to help me win now and make me a juggernaut. Yeah. And
the last thing I'll say about Cam is, at least make it. Let me pretend that you want to be here. Like, at least pretend you want to be here.
I mean, bro, he got a right to be mad.
You got a 9-game win streak.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
does. You got a 9-game win streak. At least stand up.
You feel me?
What does he have to be
show
mad?
some love, like.
Dude, you got drafted onto a team that has KD and Kyrie and had James Harden, and you want to pout?
Because I see Patty. Patty doesn't play all the time, but
bro,
Patty's the first one off the bench.
He a young man. Players want to play like he's talented.
I know they do, but you have to.
Like,
you have. See, that's the problem with young guys, dude. It's like, bro, if it's great if he had went to a Houston or he went to Detroit, yeah, dude's gonna get a ton of play. But it's like, bro, you're coming onto a team that's trying to win a chip, and you have these 3 superstars when you got here. Like, you got to know your place to some degree. Yeah. Like, come on.
You can give my guy 4 minutes. That's all I'm gonna say. You can give him. I would much rather him play.
He should have been over Patty. He should have been.
I feel that way. I think he should be in over Patty just because Patty's small as hell. But that's
respectfully.
You know,
the rotation was perfect today. There were no minutes for Cam today, respectfully. And when Seth and them come back, like, with a healthy team, it's really hard to get Cam on the court. And it's not his fault. It's just that, like you said, we gotta cut these. We gotta get this rotation.
There's not a lot of space for him, bro.
Can I ask you guys a question about Cam and why I think it's probably best for us to trade him to a team that actually would use him all the time? Is because I look at it this way. A guy like Cam needs to play all the time to really develop to the player that, Nets fans want him to be. Yeah. So my whole thing is, let's look at it realistically and say, what's it going to take and in how many seasons for Cam to be that guy we want him to be, that 6-man type guy? And I just don't see it happening this season. What's it going to take in the off season to into the next season? I don't really fully see it happening next season either, right? Like people were expecting it potentially this year, but we've seen where a couple good games and then not a bunch of good games and then one good game and then he doesn't get run. It's like, I just want people to realistically look at some of these rookies and think, when are they actually going to be in a position that's actually going to help us win the game in comparison to kind of just riding at the end of the bench?
Yeah. No,
I guess that's my question for people that, like, are you willing to sacrifice somebody that should be playing right now just to get him more minutes?
No, I agree with you when you said a lot of the second year guys are expendable, and I feel like it would be better for them. And like Cam, I feel like it would be better for him on another team because, he's talented. Like you see he has it, but it's just there really isn't space for him here like that. We already got, I would play Seth over him. I would play Joe over him. I mean, I do feel bad because he's a player, bro. Players want to play. He doesn't, what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that he got drafted into this situation. Like, it sucks, but
I'm saying, like,
I would like to see him on another team, bro, just so he can like develop and like live the NBA dream. It kind of sucks seeing him all
and let me ask you
shit.
this, Julian. Well,
Yeah.
Big Babe, it's like leave Cam out here. Okay, but we're not. See, that's the thing. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So his contract runs out. What? Not this season, but next season.
Oh my God! It's next season.
No, I think he got a couple.
2 more seasons.
2 more seasons is crazy. That's tough.
2 more seasons.
Now
it just I get what you're saying, but like I'm not, quite honestly, I'm not counting on Cam in 2 years to be that guy.
I'm not either. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't think it's no space for him, here, and he should, it sucks that it's 2 seasons, but
we got other callers on the line.
Oh, we do.
Thank you, Lenny, man. Appreciate you for coming on, bro.
Shout out to Easy Money Sniper. Yeah, appreciate you, Joe.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to you, bro.
Easy Money Sniper, appreciate the super chat. I agree with Saint. We traded our guys for Harden. Half Nets fans were cheering and half not once we start winning. Y'all forget quickly. I mean, there's true. Shout out to Jose Bless, super sticker. Appreciate it.
All right, Ray, you're gonna get the next person up here.
Yeah,
I think Cypher.
He's up here already, isn't he?
Cypher. We got Cypher, and then we got, I think, one more person.
Cypher.
Yeah, Cypher's coming up here.
He is.
Yeah.
Why you calling him
Jose Bless
Cypher?
was the one that was just up here, right?
Yeah.
Again, get us to 300 likes tonight. If you're joining us right now,
we're 7 likes away.
Yeah, get us to 300 likes, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey.
We go.
Yeah.
We go all cams off. It's an all cam.
If you there, Saif?
Stop playing with
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Oh, there he is.
You sound like you got numbers on you. What's up, bro?
If you're joining us, this is Cypher. We call him the human stat machine. Like, Cypher got all the stats, bro. Like, we rely on Cypher.
He got everything, y'all.
Hey, AJ, I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. I gotta go handle some dad business, and then
all right, bet
I'm gonna dip out. But hey, 9 wins in a row, 3rd in the league. Let's fucking be happy. Let's stop being fucking miserable and complaining. We are fucking here.
Hell yeah.
We are one of the best teams in the league. We can confidently say that now. Good W. I probably won't be on for another week, but hope y'all have holidays. Rage, Chubbs, AJ, Julian, you know what it is. Cypher, appreciate you,
bro. All right, bro.
We'll see you, bro, next week.
Go ahead, Cy. What was your biggest takeaway?
I just gotta say, when we lost to the Sixers, like, I was done with the team. I was saying we should rebuild. I was saying we should tank for Scoot. But ever since we beat the Bucks, I'm back. We're contenders.
You back? You say I'm back.
Yep. And I looked up the stats for Kyrie during Ramadan.
Oh, great. Give us the stats for Kyrie Ramadan.
You did look up the stats, ain't it?
Last year, during Ramadan, regular season and playoffs, Kyrie averaged 26 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 45% from the field, 41% from three, 97 from the free throw line, 9-game sample size.
Oh wow,
that's Ramadan.
Yeah, Ramadan last year.
45
Ramadan
from the
Kyrie with the stats. So 26 a game.
45 from the field is kind of nasty, but that's not. We could live with that.
He's usually 50. He's usually 50.
Usually like 48, 49, 50.
48, 50. Yeah, he's usually around there.
But 97 from the free throw line, you said?
Yeah.
So if you're worried about Ramadan Kai in the chat, like don't be worried about Ramadan.
Don't be worried about Ramadan Kai.
Ramadan Kai is gonna handle business. You know what I'm saying? And we have a better team now. Like we have pieces around him that's gonna support Kai. So he'll be good.
And regarding Ben Simmons, so I've been very critical of Ben. Last few games he's been playing incredible. Defensively, he looked great. Overall, this game I was fine. 4 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. But he still has to be more aggressive. Like I'm not mad for now because we won in the last 9 games, but we really need Ben to be averaging 10 points a game.
Yeah, he disappeared in that second half. Like I said, he was giving us everything else though, the defense and the assists, the playmaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the thing with the fourth quarter, I know like people might make a big deal of it. To me, it wasn't a big deal, but it was just like we need you to break, and we've seen Ben kind of break that barrier of like, yo, I'm scared to go to the foul line because we've seen a team do a hack a Ben, and he's made 2 free throws in a row in the fourth quarter.
Against the Blazers.
Yeah, against the Blazers, he did it before. So it's like, bro, you shouldn't conquer that fear of that fourth quarter free throw thing and flash to the ball. Your Kyrie needs help. Flash to the ball, get the ball, and get fouled. You know what I'm saying?
He has time to work on that.
Yeah, he has plenty of time to do it.
You know, we got to understand that we look at that, and some people who have kind of like sort of kept up with him, like we know that that's a consistent problem. Now, like you said, I remember, you know, the game where he did hit those free throws, and if he can just work on his free throws and he can get to a good point with that, I will feel a lot better. But in a situation like that, if we're doing matchups and we're looking at that, and you know, I look at Boston and I say, damn, bro, Boston could beat us in a situation like that. But it's not that big a deal, bro. We have 50 games. He has so much more time to iron this out. Like it's not a huge deal. Like he's not gonna, you know, you can't just become a great free throw shooter overnight. So I think he'll continue to get better. The way he played in the Milwaukee game shows me that his potential against a championship contending team, like he can do it. He looked comfortable, right? He looked good this game outside of scoring. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not that big a deal, but it's just, you know, something to know. He got to work on that, obviously.
No, that's a great point you made. Like I said, he has time, and we know he could do it. That's the thing that kind of gives me like a little bit of hope. We know he can make 2 free throws in a row. Like we've seen him do it before. It's just like I told you before, free throws, it's all about your routine, staying with your same routine, and it's a mental game. Just staying focused at that free throw line. You know, it's a mental game too. Routine is important. Don't change your routine. If you do 3 dribbles in the spin every time, do 3 dribbles in the spin, shoot. You know, and then focus on the rim and focus on kind of block everything out away from you and focus. You know what I mean? That because it's a mental game too with free throws. So
because we need to be able to go to you in situations like that.
Yeah, we're gonna need him in the fourth and in late game situations. You know, I mean,
Ben Simmons is the best ball handler on this team.
Go ahead, Saif.
Yeah, sorry, interrupting. Because Ben Simmons, in my opinion, is the best ball handler on the team. Like I think he's better than KD. I think he's better than Kyrie.
In terms of playmaking?
Yeah. I think in terms of playmaking and handling.
Oh yeah.
Oh like well, playmaking yes, but
together like I think he's
handle
the whole package.
Like, he's talking about the whole package. Okay. I was gonna say Kyrie's handle is different, but
Kyrie's like ball handling skill.
He's talking about the combination of playmaking and like I said, Ben has a God-given gift of passing because we've seen some crazy passes that like. You know, LeBron only makes, or like, you know, those guys that just have Joker, LeBron, LaMelo, those kind of passes they make is just like a feel. It's not even like you can't teach that. Like you throw a behind the back pass in the middle of traffic on point in somebody's hands. It's like, I don't know.
Speaking of Jokic, have you seen his last 10 game stats?
Oh my God. Yeah. Jokic is he's going.
Why do people? I don't.
41, 10, and 11.
I don't get why people think like Steph is better than him, bro. Like I just don't understand it. Like how is that not the best? Like it's either him or KD or Luka that are the best player, bro. Like I don't understand it. This league just casually, just like I'm just gonna drop a 40-point triple double. You know, like
Last night it was violent too with that 40-point triple double. Yeah, it was violent.
That's my favorite center, bro.
Let me read some of the chat. Somebody said yes, Ben is a better playmaker, but Kyrie averages like 1 turnover for his career. It's insane. I only trust Kyrie with the ball in a triple team. Yeah. Like I said, we have to have the thing with us. We don't have like plays when we get trapped. Double teams is like our worst weakness. Like guys, we did a better job. Yeah, guys don't flash to the ball. And then when in the full court press, it's like we don't know what to do. We don't have no plays. There's no screens to get people open. It's just get the ball to Kyrie and maybe they'll figure something out, or give it to Kyrie and he'll figure something out. We gotta do better at those type of plays, like late game.
That's really what it's gonna be, because bro, Boston will play us like that, like the whole fucking game. Like they're fucking dirty, bro. Like they're just fucking. Fuck Boston. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, Saif. What else you got for us, Saif? We got anything else?
Yeah, just last thing about Cam Thomas.
Oh.
I understand the concern with because we are a win now.
Yeah.
But I also, the potential of Cam Thomas, where I don't want to trade low on Cam. Yeah. Because I genuinely believe that Cam Thomas, when given the opportunity, has the potential to be one of the best guard scorers in the NBA, in my opinion, in a few years. I think it's there, but I don't know, it's tough because I don't want to make a short-sighted decision like we did with the James Harden trade, where we traded Jared Allen and then 1 year later he became an all-star.
I don't think it'll be like that. I think he has more time. I mean, that is a risk, but
I think Cam he has a potential. I think he has a potential. Like I think his ceiling is more like Jordan Poole. I think that's probably.
I think he has a few like. At least 3 more years before he would get. Yeah. I mean, but who knows? Like people.
I think his ceiling is Jordan Poole, but I think, like I said, if you give Cam a bunch of time and minutes, like on a team where he can just run free and you can unleash Cam, he can be a very, very.
But I mean, yeah. But our team is that shit is flowing. Our shit is flowing without him. Like it sucks. But I just, I would like to see him go to another team, bro. Me personally, see him play.
Because you guys know the Warriors and their young role players.
Yep.
Like Cam has the same problem as those guys, where because they're not ready to play in a reduced minutes, they're not playing well at all, and so like the lack of time really hurts them. So it's a similar situation where they can't work through their problems.
Yeah. That's how I feel about it. But it's understandable from the Nets perspective.
He's got to just eat that, bro, because he's a sophomore. He's a sophomore. Bro, just be happy that you're on a contending team. You have literally a great team.
Bro. Like, y'all don't have no heart, bro.
He should be. I know. He should be upset that he's not playing. But at least pretend like Patty Mills doesn't play, but he's the first one. Like,
bro, you remember when you was younger and somebody like took your toy or some shit? That's how he looked, bro, on the bench, just sad as fuck. I'm like, damn.
But bro, every other rookie, other sophomore is like at least pretend like Dayron don't play, but he'll get.
Yeah, he don't play.
Cheer.
That's true. He should have a better attitude about it.
Yeah, like, DDJ, Kessler, DDJ, Dayron, all the other guys in his class, they all don't play, but they at least pretend they like they. Of course, they don't like it, but at least be on the team and cheer for your teammates.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying, bro. At least cheer for your teammates.
That's facts.
Yeah.
I mean, regarding Cam's his attitude, I just never seen the guy smile. Like even when he was dropping 33 against the Pacers, he wasn't smiling.
It's not even that because TJ Warren rarely fucking smiles, but it's more so his attitude when he hears his coach criticize him, he rolls his eyes.
I have no problem. That was Steve Nash. Like I have no problem with him.
Even
Steve Nash.
If your coach criticizes you on something, well, let's be honest. If you want to look to now, which is a very obvious, it was a problem. He can't pass the ball efficiently. You don't roll your fucking eyes. I don't care if it was. I'm trying to think of another coach that was trash, but even if for how he's acting, we can't then expect him to get a big fucking role on this team, especially when number one, you're one of like 2 small guards that can't play defense in you and Patty Mills. Yeah. Like genuinely, fuck beating Patty's ass in practice. If they're going to Patty over you, you have to look outside of your offensive game. Is your defense bad? Are you doing better at playmaking? Is your catch and shoot efficient? Like
good points.
It's not all scoring.
Catch and shoot.
Like it was a cute idea to get a young guy that can score with KD and Kyrie, but let's be honest, that's fucking redundant now. What else can you do?
Yeah.
I think Cam's biggest problem when it comes to just strictly basketball is just it's not the skill offensively, it's more the decision making. Because he can catch and shoot. He is 60% on catch and shoot. But the problem is he's only attempting 0.4 catch and shoot attempts a game.
Yeah, he's not taking them.
He like to be ISO game. We really just have no need for his services at this point. Like, be honest. Like, even when we were utilizing him, it was, KD's out, he's injured. Kyrie's out, he's injured. Both of them are here, and he has time to like really, play with the ball and shit like that. There's just no. He doesn't really fit up here. Like it's as, unfortunate as it is. He just doesn't.
Great points though by Chubbs and Julian. Shout out to Elijah. He said they at least play in the G League. Cam just practicing. Yeah, man. I mean, that's true, but it's still like you can't tell me Dayron, Cass, DDJ, all those guys don't want to get tons of minutes in the NBA. They had minutes before last year. They got minutes. Like you can't tell me they don't want to play. I mean, they want to play, but it's like they get on whenever they get called up. Whenever you see Dayron, DDJ, Cass, any of those guys get called up and you see them on the bench, they're not sitting there pouting and not cheering. Like they're up and cheering on KD, cheering on, what I'm saying?
They bench mobbing.
Yeah. Like, what I'm saying? At least try to do that. Because again, you shouldn't take the NBA for granted, bro. Like this is a very, very difficult league to get into. Like I forgot what the percentage is, like 0.000000001 person in the NBA. Like this is a very, very hard league to get into. Like you shouldn't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? You should just be humble and grateful that you're in this league because you could be out of the league. And we've seen players that are out of the league right now that should be in, out of the league.
You're getting paid good money to just sit on the bench, bro. Like, I don't think for what it's worth, you're on the bench, but look who you're with. Look who you're surrounded by.
Yeah.
And you're getting paid to technically just do that. Like,
yeah, if I was Cam, like I said, I'll be tired of what I'm playing, but I'm still gonna be cheering my teammates on. I'm still gonna be soaking up KD and Kyrie's knowledge that they have of the game. I'm soaking that up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be happy just to be there. Well, me personally, if it was me, I'll be happy just to be there. But I'll just wait for my time. His time is gonna come. Cam's time is always gonna come. If you're a sophomore in the NBA, like it's gonna come, but you just gotta wait your time.
I feel like he's been here longer. Sophomore is crazy.
He's a sophomore, bro. He's a second year in the league. Like he's a sophomore.
I thought he was a junior.
Yeah, bro. I think we'll just end it with Syph. Appreciate you guys, man, for joining us, man. Thank you guys for all the people that called in. Where Brooklyn at, Lenny. We'll try to do more of this. We'll try to do more. As long as you guys come up and you don't want to come up and talk, like we're trying to do more of this because again, we're the voice of the people. That's how we started, and that's how we're gonna try to keep it.
We are the voice of the people at the end of the day. Like not to throw shade at anybody else. We would never do that. We would never do anything like that. So
talking about those other Nets people that just have it's just a company and Don't throw shade.
Hey, shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Shout out to let me shout out to Ayo bro, what's good, and Al Mac, what's good. Isaac, all my moderators. Again, our Discord is at the top. We pinned the Discord. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Nets Kingdom 711 _. And then we got TikTok. Rage is going crazy with the video edits. So jump on TikTok, Nets Kingdom. And then if you listen to any mixes, you want to listen to a nice R&B mix in the morning or some nice hip hop mix in the morning, we got Nets Kingdom Radio. Go on to type in SoundCloud, Nets Kingdom Radio. There's mixes on there for you to listen to.
Yeah, Chubbs got some really good dubstep mixes up there.
You listen to some of them?
He got some real good country.
What the fuck?
Yo, Julian, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Yo, me and Julian went off on a Drake versus Kanye, and Julian bodied it.
Yeah, we did.
I can't. It's your fault. You picked new sides.
I messed up. It was me because Drake has a better Listen, we only had a certain amount of songs we
pick
could
them
have
words
put.
carefully.
We had a certain amount of songs we could put, but I messed up Drake's playlist. I should have put better.
You trying to be cute.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You trying to be cute.
But Julian bodied me with the.
After
Go
I
listen to
saw
that
the
mix
first
too.
five,
The Drake versus
I'm
Kanye.
like,
Go
Just
listen
the
to
way it
that.
opens up was crazy. Just the way I opened it up with you know what I'm saying.
You know what's crazy? Drake still won.
I know. That's how insane Drake fans are. Like
Drake
they
fans
really
went in.
just,
They voted it, but that was a fire mix. Make sure y'all
it
listen
was
to that
a
mix.
good mix, yeah. But yeah, he got EDM up there, got some country music.
Yo,
you know
chill.
what I'm saying? He got some screamo shit up there, man. Y'all better pull up. What's it
Some
called?
what?
It's Chubbs and that. So I said some rock, some heavy metal, man. Y'all go fuck with Chubbs, bro. It's some good shit up there. Y'all know what's the name?
New episode should come soon, but I will
Is it
never
dead?
mix country music.
Is it Dead Mouse?
Nah, don't do country, bro.
I will never mix country music. You will
He got
never.
some
Next stream we'll put a vote on what Chubb should mix. Like what
got some marshmallow up there.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll do a poll on that. What else? I was plugging in SoundCloud, TikTok. Oh, Twitter. If you on Twitter, make sure you follow us all on Twitter. Our Twitters are at the bottom of the screen, rolling down. Again, hit that like button. Let me read the super chat. Paul said, "We're dominating top 10 teams like nothing. We're dominating top teams like nothing." Shout out to Paul. Paul, man, top teams like it's nothing. Y'all got last words? Syfe, you want to start it off with the last words?
Oh yeah. And I gotta say, I remember I found you guys. I think about a little over a year ago. Just one of your streams popped up in my recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now a year later, I'm up on the stream and I'm one of your mods.
Shout out to Algorithm.
W
Algorithm.
Yeah. For my last words, Jacques Vaughn's beard is detachable.
Yeah, no, on God.
Yeah,
it's detachable. The main foundation is detachable, and then he sprayed the rest on under it.
Yeah,
but
that is
like just before he sleeps, he takes the shit off and puts it on a charging dock and goes to bed.
That's crazy. The charging dock is crazy.
On a charger,
he just pulls the shit off. He just pulls it off and just hooks the shit up. I don't know where he would even hook it up at, but that's crazy. The shit, hey, it glow up. It got RGB lights. You hook that bitch up, it lights up. That's crazy. Yeah, bro, his shit lights up. Watch, I'm telling you, bro.
He ain't never like a wireless charger. He just puts it on the thing.
Yeah, bro, that shit lights up, light up the whole room.
Go ahead, Julie.
But you know what? You know, Cypher. First of all, we got to give respect to Cypher because Cypher's in every stream. You know, and you just got to put respect on his name. I could have sworn he's been here longer than a year. I could have sworn he's been here. No, he's been here about almost 2 years, right? Almost this second season. You know, so shout out to my guy Cypher. We love Cypher up here. You know, if it ain't Cypher, I don't even really want it.
The human stat machine, bro. Like Cypher, if you need stats, Cypher is the stat man.
Y'all ain't.
He is our stat man. You guys, if we ever do streams and you were like, "Yo, what's this?" You guys hear us say Cypher. What's the stats on that? Cypher.
How many dribbles does Ben take before he attempts a layup? A Cypher be like, 5. He averages 5. He averages 5 in the first quarter and 4 in the second quarter. Shout out to Cypher, bro.
Cypher know it, bro.
But AJ, you ain't peep because when Chubbs was talking about Cam, catch and shoot, you ain't hear Cypher. He's Cypher quick as hell. He was like, Cam shoot 60% off catch and shoot. Quick as fuck. I was like, bro, I really was about to be like, bro, when did you look that up? Just had it.
Human stat machine, bro. That's why I love him, bro. He's a human stat machine, yo. Like
that's my hobby. I just love looking at stats. I just obsess over the numbers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate you, Cypher.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to
I'm glad you found us, Cypher. I'm glad you found us.
We gonna have him. Once again, shout out to the algorithm. The algorithm shows us so much love, and y'all could really help us get out. Get out to more people if you just like the stream. We had 500 people in here. You gotta like.
We had 600, bro.
We had 600.
Yeah, we had 600.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. Y'all go ahead and like it. When are we gonna be back? When's the next game? Who we play?
We play the
bum ass Hawks.
The Hawks on Wednesday.
Yeah, nobody worry about no Hawks. Ain't nobody worry about them.
Hawks on Wednesday.
We'll slap them. We ain't worried about the Hawks. I'm telling you, bro. What y'all think? Y'all think we gonna beat the Hawks?
Yeah,
I think we shouldn't underestimate them, but
yeah,
it should be a light win.
Go for 10. Like, I don't know.
If this was Nash coached, I would be like 50-50. But because it's us, I see a 15-point win.
15-point win. Let's manifest it. We're gonna win. We're gonna beat the Hawks by 15 on Wednesday.
Chubbs, let's manifest it, Chubbs.
Because
you
manifest that energy.
You silent.
we win by 30.
Manifest it with us, chat.
We win by 30. That's what I like to hear.
Spam the W's if you're manifesting this Hawks win. Spam the W's in the chat with us, so we can
spam W's in the chat, y'all.
So we can manifest this Hawks win.
Speaking of chat, we love y'all. Chat, we about to be at 16K before what's today? Before. By the second week of January, we'll be at least, at 16K.
Yeah, we'll manifest that too. Fact.
And if we go to the finals, we can just 25, bro. We can hit like 30K if we get to the finals, bro. Oh my God. Just thinking about that shit it just puts a shiver down my back. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy.
The chat spamming the W's. On a scale of 1 through 5, how good was this win? I'm giving it a 5.
I'm giving it a 5. The way but AJ and Chubbs, it was about the way we controlled the game.
The whole game.
There's just the whole, we just every time that they were about to get it under 10, somebody on the team was like
KD, Kyrie, timely. It was timely. It was timely. It was so timely buckets. Like Garland would get a layup, and then or Garland would hit a 3.
Yeah.
Like KD would come back with a 3, or Kyrie would come back with a 3.
Like the cat, like they're a good team. I feel like to test us because like they're young and they're hungry and they just wouldn't die. We would get them down by 20, and it's just like, hey, bro, like let that shit go, bro. It's done. Like you're down by 20. Like everybody, you should just really, you should put Garland on the bench so he don't catch an injury. Like it's done. They would as a unit. They would come back and they would cut the lead down, and you see at the end we almost lost. But even then, we thugged it out. I think this is a 5 out of 5 in terms of a win. And I would tell anybody who has time, go look at all them leads we blown, right? With Nash, go look at an old game, right? And look at this new game, right? And you'll see like 6 different moments where like, oh yeah, we would have lost the lead right there. We would have probably lost by 20. So this is a game where I really saw the improvement, and we still have about 50 games left, you guys. So we're still gonna get better.
Facts.
And we good, y'all. But we gonna be back. AJ, what about you?
Yeah, well said, man. Like you broke that down perfectly, man. Again, appreciate you joining us tonight. Again, just make sure you guys hit that like button for us. Drop all socials. We're on all social platforms. Again, we'll be back on Wednesday against the Hawks. You guys know what it is. 9-game win streak. It's a Nets world.
Team win. Total team win, bro. Total team win, bro. He said that. Yes, sir. Thanks for trusting me, boy.
Playoff game. Yeah. That's the type of dogs we need, guys. Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Energy and the juice.